even looking.
Probably even dead. It's the Stansberry Show. Rock 1069.
It's got 4 legs on the back.
On Rock 1069. We're online at WRQK.com. That's where Monday's show is podcasted. If you happen to miss any of that yesterday.
I'm messing with you. And you're not even...
Well, you know that I know, like, I feel like I'm very poor because of I cannot buy
I'm going to pass out a $1,000 Rock the Bank keyword. You're going to enter that at WRQK.com.
We're live, by the way.
What?
We're live, by the way.
And hopefully, $8,000. We pass those words out all day. I give out the first one at 9 a.m. Teresa has your second.
Oh, they're so sweet.
Today is Tuesday, so at 9 a.m. I will also give you New Turd Tuesday. This is where we take these songs,
only
we play
like
them, we vote
practical, you know, that as long as I can see
by
them,
texting
I
into the
can see
studio at
them.
330-450-7625. The microphone talkback button on iHeartRadio.
It doesn't mean that you are buying from thrift store is, you know,
New
just
Post
only
Malone
practical.
featuring Morgan Wallen. This is I Had Some Help.
That's, like hell.
Also, like I said, we'll rock the bank with you at 9 a.m. as well. Pass out that first $1,000 keyword. 8 a.m. Americans are
like
craving
it's
something now more than ever. This is the most obvious thing of all time. What you don't have is what you want. This is a
So
little,
we
the
cannot
grass is
love
always
the
greener
people
on the
the
other
way they
side.
pronounce,
We have so
because we are
proudly
different.
walked away from this,
The
and
way we
now, sure
speak.
enough,
Our
we're all
mother
dying
tongue is
to get it
different
back
than your
on.
mother tongue, right?
This would definitely be true of me. This hit me later on in life.
So,
I'm willing to bet a lot of this
you
is
cannot
true of you
speak
too.
my language.
We'll find out together as a class. We'll do that.
But
coming
I
up
can
at 8
speak
o'clock.
your language.
And again, it's 330-450-7625 if you'd like to weigh in via text. Also, in the 7 o'clock hour, we have, I didn't know about these. I didn't know about this. Have you heard about Animal Crush videos? Do you know what this is? If you just said to me yesterday, Stansbury, what is an Animal Crush video? I would have said, I don't know, but I don't even want to guess because it sounds gross. It's worse than you think it is.
Oh, the birds
Worse.
are beautiful.
An Ohio man, I think, is going to end up doing a lot of time in jail over Animal Crush videos. We'll find out what those are, what this guy's been accused of. We'll do that coming up in 7. Also, I don't always go political on the program, right? Sometimes I give people a place to hide from that kind of thing. I think there's a lot of it out there. Yes, if something breaks major, it's like, all right, yeah, let's get into that. All right, yeah, maybe pass some opinion. But I literally just had a meeting in the building the other day with some corporate guys in from out of town. They were like, maybe stay away from the politics. Maybe stay away from it. I don't know if that's necessary. I said, you're probably right. You're probably right. However, what I have today is some audio of Vanilla Ice, of all people, and he may be making some sense. Like, he might be making some sense about our voting system, how we go about it, what happens to people when they take too much part in it, and maybe should there be a little bit of a walk-away system happening there. We'll get to that audio from Vanilla Ice. We'll do that coming up 7 o'clock. Looking forward to that. Now, we know we had Cavs game 4 last night, and they lose 109-102. But you can't beat up on the Cavaliers. You really can't. You really can't do it. Donovan Mitchell didn't play. I'm shocked by that. I said all day yesterday on 2 different radio stations. He's going to play. He knows there's no shot without him. He's going to lace him up. He's going to play. Nope, Stansbury looks like a big old dope again. He didn't play. And they lose 109-102. Garland has his Darius Garland game. Everybody's been waiting to give us the team.
Okay.
Plenty of people called him out. Winhurst, myself, other
Maybe it
people
flooded
called him
and
out.
they
He
got
probably
stuck.
paid more attention to Windy than he did to me. But we're like, dude, when are you going to put the ball in the hoop, Evan? You got to score some points
My
here.
cat,
And over the
I have
last
it
couple
for
of games,
travel,
he has
too.
stepped up and has done that. Cavs lose last night, though, 109-102. You get game 5 Wednesday.
Especially
Guardians
if you
last
only-
night outlast the Rangers 7-0. They win, and they'll play tonight at 8:05. The Guardians will. We, like I said, we do have New Tier Tuesday for you at 9 o'clock.
miss
Looking
my
forward to
cats.
doing that for you. Also, like I said, Rock the
I
Bank
miss my dogs.
at 9 as well.
If you leave, you'll miss this on the Stansbury Show.
All right, it happens to everybody. You get to that age, you're like,
I
I'm
hope
over the
he's
hill. I'm not
fine.
cool anymore. I don't know any of the lingo.
Can't you get a hold
when
of her?
does it happen? We'll find out what most people think, and we'll do that here
you
next on the
remember.
Stansbury Show.
Yeah, but it's hard to connect. See,
Welcome back to the program.
You remember
9
you
a.m.
cannot
is New
call
Tier
me
Tuesday.
before.
I have some new stuff from Morgan
Have you
Wallen
tried?
and Post Malone.
but I can't. It's not answer.
That song's I Had Some Help.
Just only toot.
Ryan's
I cannot
already
answer.
tweeted at me this morning. He's like, dude, that's going to be a big song. Yeah, I think it might be Song of the Summer. So we'll give you that. Also some new Scott Stapp. Scotty McQuarrie, too. It's all of it today at 9 o'clock for New Tier Tuesday. All right, speaking of keeping up with the new things, I read an interesting article yesterday on being cool, staying cool. And people are obsessed with it. And today it can be tough, right? Like, I talk about this all the time with the communication systems, the socials, right? Like, when I was growing up, a 19-year-old didn't talk to a 70-year-old. Now they argue about who should be president. You know what I mean? It's kind of, it's like a bonkers system, right? And everybody's kind of wanting to hang out in the same place online, social. And so next thing you know, older people are acting younger, younger people are acting older, and it's like there's this mishmash of stuff that's happening. But a new survey from Talker Research was looking to examine just how confident you are with keeping up with popular culture. What it actually found is 49% of us feel that we are out of touch overall. This job will keep you a little young. It will, But it is definitely reached the point now with my age where I'm like, oh, there's definitely things I don't know. And as a matter of fact, Post Malone is kind of one of those things. I've told the story famously. He was performing at the Agora, and I didn't know who he was. I got to work really early that day. It was freezing cold outside, 2 feet of snow, and they were wrapped around the building twice. This kid's not playing till like 11 o'clock tonight. What the hell are you guys doing here at noon? It was bananas. And I walked over to the guy who books the shows, and I said, who the hell's playing tonight? He's like, oh, this dude Post Malone. I was like, dude, there's a guy who can do this, and I don't know his name? Like, what the hell has happened to me? Right? And I was like, oh, no, it happened. Right? Post Malone was kind of one of those things. Sure enough, dude, he showed up that night, played a sold-out show at the Agora, and absolutely killed it. He was unreal. Right? So 49% of us feel like we're out of touch overall. So when does it happen? When does it take over? They say here, you can expect to feel out of touch by the time you hit 39 years old. We could round up and call it 40, right? Now, it was about 5,000 people that were polled, and that's what they had said. It was about 39, where you're no longer cool. Well, I guess really what we should try to figure out is it that you're no longer cool,
Oh my goodness.
or are you no longer obsessed
What is that?
with trying to be cool?
It's a raccoon.
Sorry, there's a couple of different conversations in that. Some of the coolest people I know don't know that they're cool. They don't know it. It's like a woman, right? You can see a beautiful woman. And there's a difference between having the confidence of knowing you're kind of hot versus like knowing you're hot. Every guy's known a 10 that after talking to her, he thought, not worth it. I'm not dealing with all this. Dude, I'll go, dude, a 7 is good enough. Give me to the 7s. Where are the 7s at? Right? Every guy has been there with that. There's this theory, right? You've heard this before. No matter how hot a woman is, somewhere there's a guy who's tired of her stuff. That's exactly right. It would be true too of a hot guy. You take the point, right? But that's kind of the same thing as being cool. The person who's obsessed with being cool, who's telling you they're cool, like that's not a cool person. You don't want to be around that person.
Where?
Cool people just kind of naturally have a thing, and I'm not sure that's age
On
reliant.
the hill.
People would tell you Johnny Depp is cool. Now, Johnny Depp, if he wasn't in movies, you would walk past that guy in the mall and be like, dude, grow up already. Seriously, Johnny, 6 rings on 1 finger? I think we're done, buddy. I think we're done, right? Like there could be a little bit.
They're beautiful.
When it comes to feeling in touch, Americans are most confident when it comes to food. 72% said, oh yeah, I know what's going on when it comes to that. Yeah, I can tell by the waistlines of the average Americans out there. You've heard about what the new food deal is, for sure. That's true. 60% felt that they were still up to date with the latest in music. I wish. I mean, I try, I really do, and I stay up to date on a lot, but there's so, now it's I don't even think it's about old and young anymore. There's just so much. This is a positive thing about social media and the internet, is that so much art is being pushed out. You don't need a label anymore. You don't need this. I mean, yes, it's still helpful, but you can get access to an audience without it now. And YouTube and all this stuff. To say that I'm up to date on everything that's going on in a world that can release songs from bedrooms that fast, I mean, that would be a crazy statement. I'm not. I try to stay up to date. I try to listen to more new things. I mean, obviously, that's why we have this segment on Tuesdays at 9. I try to stay up to date. I don't know if I'm actually doing a great job of that. You get what is called old ears, and it's not just simply because you don't like the way something new sounds. Music is not just music. It's connected to the memories of your life. And so when you hear the songs of that you remember when you were 19, no responsibility whatsoever, condomless sex or whatever the hell it is that you think is fun, that's when you were doing it. And that kind of, I've said this forever, music, they're time machines. And that's why people are like, $15 for an album? What a waste, only 3 songs are good. And I used to say all the time, did you just tell me great songs aren't worth $5 a piece? I'm going to listen to this 10 million times, but it's not worth $5? Can I get a $5 footlong place? I mean, I'm going to crap it out in 20 minutes, but can I have that, please? I mean, see, like when you run it through that filter, it seems like it's kind of nuts. Knowledge of celebrities was the second most common thing for people to lose track of. 1 in 3, about 35% said they lost a grip on who's who. Again, I don't think that's you becoming less cool. I think that's you becoming more cool. Being obsessed with who all the new celebrities are, that I don't think that's a cool thing. That is a young thing. We do sell